If you're an England fan, maybe you wouldn't want Ramsdale to start.
You didn't. I think you should have done better with that line.
We're getting dunked out if he
right,
plays.
You carry on, man. It's been too long that we've had a player of that quality and he's not been playing for England.
No, people talk about this thing that Foden doesn't play on the left. He's left-footed. Does that team win the Euros, Robbie? Right, welcome back to DR Sports. We're outside Wembley, which means, Robbie, it's time for one thing. It's time to predict the 11 that starts on Sunday.
Yes.
Right? Make sure you smash that like button, comment with your thoughts for the game. Don't forget, we are doing a watch-along for this game with myself, with yourself and others on Sunday. Really looking forward to it.
It's going to be big. Starting 11 for that game is going to be really important. And I mean,
keeper.
A few injuries have made it interesting. Keeper's Pickford.
Yeah.
You know, much as I'd love to see Aaron Ramsdale start, you know, as an Arsenal fan, Pickford has been brilliant for England. He's never really let England down, and he has to start. So Pickford in goal.
If you're an England fan, maybe you wouldn't want Ramsdale to start.
You didn't. I think you should have done better with that in that last game. But listen, he's still a great keeper.
Yeah,
right
Pickford
back.
in goal. Wow. All right, I'm going Kyle Walker.
So am I. I'm going
Kyle
Walker.
Walker.
That first game is really important that the defence is solid.
Yeah.
That we do not lose that first game. It's all important. I know everybody's talking about going out and they're smashing Serbia, this and that. But the first game is important, and our defence has been a bit shaky. He's got experience. He's got pace, he's got quality. Walker.
I think we'll mention Trent a little bit later on. However, if I take my mind back to start of last season, I remember Mitrovic absolutely bullying Trent at the back post in the right back position. And he plays for Serbia, so maybe not Trent in the right back.
They've got some good strikers, Serbia.
Listen, centre-backs, we've been ravaged a little bit. Branthwaite's gone home, Dunk's made the cut, but it looks like Gahey and Stones are going to partner. Yeah. I mean, we can obviously give our own predictions. We're almost really giving what the press are saying is going to happen now, aren't we?
Well, I don't like that combination.
See, I'd have Joe Gomez and Stones, personally.
I don't like that combination either.
Well, who have you got then?
Dunk and Stones. Dunk and Stones, I think you're
mad for picking Dunk. He's played awfully for Brighton this season.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. He's had a good season for Brighton. He's played well for Brighton. You know what it is, right? He had that game for England where he made that error, and everyone's just throwing him on, throwing him away. Nah, he's good for Brighton, man. And you know what he's really good at as well? When they play the ball out at the back, he's very, very good. Good on the ball, you know what I mean? Good in the air, you know what I mean? Tall, can deal with like crosses when balls whipped into the box. Remember, Mitrovic.
Vlahovic. They've got to go 4-4-2,
guys that are good,
Serbia.
especially Mitrovic. One of the best strikers in the air in European football. What, Gahey up against
Middle East football now, isn't it?
Middle East football, but he still plays in Europe, he's playing in the Euros, still plays for Serbia. For me, I'd have Dunk, right? Dunk to deal with that aerial threat. I'm worried about Gahey being in there.
I wouldn't have Gahey the press are leading us to believe that it's going to be Gahey and Stones. But for me personally, knowing that Gomez plays on the right of a centre-back partnership and Virgil plays on the left, you play Gomez on the right, Stones on the left. For me, again, let us know in the comments. Who do you want? Are we agreeing here, or are we?
No, well, I'm going for, as I said, I'm going Dunk.
I'm sorry.
I'm going Dunk, and I'm going.
We're getting dunked out if he plays.
You carry on, man. I mean, the aerial threat, man. Gahey, I'm worried about that.
This is where we fast forward to Dunk crashing.
Right, left back.
Left back.
All right, so left back.
It depends if Shaw's injured or if he's fit.
If Shaw's fit,
it's Shaw.
But he's still too
left-footed.
I still think it's too early, though. I mean,
I
he's
think
been out for
right.
so long to come right into a game like this would be too early. I'm going for Joe Gomez.
Ooh.
In at left back.
You've charmed me.
Do you know what it is, right? I'm not convinced by Trippier. And as I said, that first game, we need to be solid at the back. And that's why I put Gomez in there, because he's a more out-and-out defender.
I like that.
So I'd go Joe Gomez.
So you're going Pickford, Walker, Gahey... Dunk, Stones, Gomez.
Yes.
Do you know what? I think you're the first person
Proper defenders, man. Proper defenders.
Okay.
I want it solid.
All right, we'll go with that then. Yeah. We'll agree on that, because it's got Joey G in it.
The only thing I put Joe Gomez in it.
Here's my three. Agree or disagree?
Midfield.
Deckers. What
Obviously.
a footballer.
Declan Rice, obviously.
Just blows my mind how much he's improved Arsenal and how progressive he is, how he puts out every fire. It goes so unnoticed. Those little things, not to you, it doesn't go unnoticed because you watch him week in, week out, but I have to say, hats off. That is an unbelievable signing, and I love him as a footballer. I genuinely could watch him play all day. Great technique. He can hit the ball. Can nick a goal. He's done that a little bit more for Arsenal. So for me, it's Declan Rice, Trent, and Jude in the midfield. Trent, as we know, been given the number 8. if you believe the press, they're telling you he's starting in midfield. So I almost think we get used to that.
I'm with that. Right? I thought Trent was brilliant in quality in the warm-up games. I just think the quality of his passing, his free kicks are great as well.
Freakish.
He has to be in the team. You know what I mean? It's been too long that we've had a player of that quality and he's not been playing for England. I worry about him at right back because defensively sometimes. But in midfield, I would definitely have him there. I agree with that midfield. We got an agreement.
Oh, see, two Liverpool players he's got in so far. That means that then Kobbie Mainoo, Sam Wharton, Conor Gallagher maybe miss out, but again, they can come in and out the team.
Gallagher's a guy you can bring on later on if you need to shore it up, legs, you know what I mean? But
just go and chase everyone, pressure. Okay, so this is quite good so far. And then up front, the three.
Do you want to give me my three?
Two nailed on a Saka and Kane.
I'll give you my three, right?
Surely?
So my three is Saka, Kane, and on the left-hand side, I'll go with Foden. And I know, really, he's not really been playing there for Man City this season, but I really want to have him in the team. He can play there, and that's what I'd have there. I'd have Foden there, Saka,
Anthony Gordon.
Kane. No, Anthony Gordon can come on later. I'm going Foden.
Bowen as well could make a
serious threats on both sides with Kane down the middle. I like that.
I actually don't mind. I know people talk about this thing that Foden doesn't play on the left. He's left-footed. Guys,
and he's played on the left
when I grew
before.
up,
He didn't really do that this season, but he has played on the left many a time.
Of course he has. He's left-footed. But when I grew up, again, 20 years ago, I started watching football. You had Beckham. What was he? A right footer. He'd play on the right. You had, who else? Ryan Giggs. He plays on the left because he's left-footed. And then Mourinho came in and did all this with Duff and Robin and just ruined it. But I'm quite a fan of a left-footed player playing on that left-hand side. Surely, you can beat a man and cross it in.
Yeah.
Impact subs is, listen, not everyone's going to play, Rob, are they? It's going to be a heartbreak for a couple of people that have travelled that won't get minutes. Tell me your top maybe 3 or 4 impact subs.
Top 3 or 4 impact subs, right, is Eze. I think, he could come on and do a job in that midfield for either Bellingham or for Trent. So he's an impact sub, right? So I think Bowen, who you mentioned, is a guy who can come on wide and he scores goals and he's always a threat. So I think him. And I think Conor Gallagher, not so much impact, in winning a game, but if you're sort of, you're up front, you can come and run around a lot.
Be annoying. I'm
dissing him a bit, right? But you know what I mean? He's got them legs.
He's quality though as well.
Get around the pitch and, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of impact subs.
You haven't even mentioned Ollie Watkins, Ivan Toney as well, who could obviously come on and score. So I think, again, you mix in the Konzas, you mix in, there's players that we haven't even mentioned. And this is what I mean with heartbreak. There are going to be some people that just don't make the cut.
Yeah.
But that's the team that I think we've agreed on.
Yeah, that's the team.
I think we've agreed on it.
Yeah, we've agreed on it.
The whole way through. So Pickford in goal.
Yeah.
Kyle Walker.
Yep.
You've gone Lewis Dunk. Well, we've agreed to Lewis Dunk.
Yep.
John Stones.
Yeah.
Clearly the best defender in the team. And Joe Gomez at left back, meaning no Trippier. Midfield, Rice. Trent. The Scouser in the team, lads. And then we've got Jude Bellingham in the 10, a bit of a free position. We'll just go and roam and cause havoc. Foden on the left, Kane and then Saka.
Great.
Does that team win the Euros, Robbie?
Why not? Team wins the Euros. Great team.
All right, fair enough. There you go. We're asking you in the comments. Does that team win? Does it change as game 2 and game 3, potentially round of 16 quarterfinal, semi-final will happen? The players come in and out. Well, that's what we think. What do you think? Big kickoff on Sunday, Robbie. I'll see you in the studio. We're doing Germany, Scotland on Friday, and then this one on Sunday.
Come on, England.